So we have just seen Bitcoin come down from its highs about 10%. That's not too bad, given we have gone up about 98.21%. So this 10% crash is no big deal and expected. We're going to dive into the implications of this crash, exactly what levels I'll be looking to buy or re-enter maybe into a long position. I'll also share how my plan on Monday would have led to catching a really nice short here, how you guys can potentially repeat that, and also dispel the really weird myth that you can only make money when the price goes in this direction, but you can't make tons of money when it goes down in this direction. And I'm going to share a bunch of evidence with you about people who are making money consistently in the markets right now. So we'll start by taking a look at the 1 week, and we can see some resistance has been hit over here at about the 30k psychological level. We've only got a wick above that. Most important support here about 24.5. You can pick any level between 24 and 25k. So yeah, we've got these two big levels here, structural shift here, and then right here it's a resistance right under this support here and this big breakdown point over here. There was a lot of price action and then boop, and then absolutely smashed down. So paying really close attention, 30k level, psychological level, then we'll go up, we'll test this level here, about 36k, and then we've got the next test over there, about 47k. But we're going too far ahead. Right now, we just want to focus on these two levels on the weekly. And now we'll zoom into the daily, and we can start putting in some more levels to start trading between these two. And so if I bring my Fibonacci's here, you can see the 0.5 level, which is the perfect midpoint, very powerful to trade between two key levels. It's also confluent with the price data showing a strong level of support over here. Now, we don't have much evidence that we are trading between these two levels. Like ideally, I'd like to see this come up, bounce a few times and hit there. But generally, assuming that this does become support down here and we don't instantly lose 25k, which I doubt given it's a key structural level, I expect this here to act as a support right now. Price will come down into it, and if it does lose this level, we'll see an aggressive crash into 24.5k. So if you haven't entered a position yet, I would not be looking to take a trade. I would be looking to see how we react to this level over here. And given it's the weekend, ignore most things that happen until Monday. I'll come back, reassess the situation Monday. So zooming in to where I like to trade, which will be either the 4 hour or the 1 hour, depending on the chart, you can see that this wasn't the easiest breakdown to trade. We had a high point here, and we had a low point over here at about 29.791. This here looked like the breakdown, and it was actually perfectly reasonable to enter a position here expecting the price to continue going down afterwards. But we had a sharp bounce that hit this level over here about 30.4 and then rejected sharply off of it. Now, this is a predictive trade that we have taken a few times before, and I'm going to explain the idea behind it. See, this is a really good way to catch reversals because look, the price has come up here and formed a top, deviated, come straight back below, and we see resistance here. So immediately we're starting to see, okay, new high there, new low there, and we're just looking at the market structure. And then this low here breaks, price comes down, makes a new low here. So if this was to become a downtrend, and because we've got no established range, these are lower time frames and we're in a very volatile market, we now see that price is coming up here. And if price doesn't break this previous top, then we're looking at a very solidified downtrend and continuation downwards. So what we end up doing is making that bet. You're not always going to be right, but look, we've got clear resistance here. We create the short position, and we make the bet that I don't think price is going to break market structure, and it would need to go, say, 1% higher to break market structure. So you set your stop there, and then you pick your target. And the best target, probably the safest target, given we're in a strong uptrend, would have been right down here, about 29,728. And I will admit, I've taken quite a few shorts, and I cut them pretty early because I didn't expect it to go down this far. But I didn't really cut it early as far as my system is concerned, because remember, you're not focusing on just one trade. Like, just because I took profit here and this one trade didn't make me money, that doesn't matter. Now, maybe if I do this 100 times, 100 times, I take this exact same setup here, which I've shared multiple times on the channel before. I'm always looking for these predictive structure shifts. Probably my second favorite system after breakouts, being by far my best. I'm always doing best, especially when I'm trading against the trade, taking my profit early. So I didn't need to let anything run. and I don't get FOMO or negative emotions that all of this has gone down here. Now do take notes when I talk about stuff like this, because this is much more important than my analysis. You guys don't want to make money copying my trades. You want to make money copying my processes, my systems, and what allows me to be consistently profitable. Take Matteo, for example. He joined my Discord a month ago, and he had a bit of crypto experience. He kind of understood what was happening in price, but he never managed to translate it into trading and making money. A few months later, here he is making almost $250 in 1.5 hours. He's trading like a professional, and if he keeps up at this, he's going to be able to make consistent income every single month from trading, and he learned quick. That's because we only teach you the essentials, only things you need to know and absolutely nothing else. You also get access to experts who have made all the mistakes, done it before, and yeah, this story just made me really happy. If any of you want to learn to trade, there's a link to the Zero Complexity servers in the description below. You can check it out. So no more hindsight. Let's talk about what's happening next and what I'm on the lookout for with regards to price action. So 25k here, or 24.5k, whatever you want, 30k over here. And if you take your Fibonacci's, we get the rough midpoint around 0.5, which is here. Now, don't worry, these are rough. We will go on to lower time frames and adjust these levels. So looking at the 4 hour, probably take this level a little bit higher now. Here, about 30.5, looks good to me. Resistance, one deviation here, and then the rest looks like clean resistance. Then down here, it's the 25k level. I'll take it down to about 24, just above there. That looks clean to me. And finally, this midpoint over here. I don't love it, but we'll take about 27.5 here. For the midpoint, that looks accurate to me. So now what is our trading plan? Weekend, we're gonna stay away from the charts. I don't care what happens. I will consider looking for shorts if we lose this 27.5k level here. I won't be looking for longs. I just don't really have a good system for trading longs from this point here. If you do, feel free to make your own set of rules and try to catch the long play over here, as long as you have good logic, good arguments, good places to put your stop losses, maybe these lows over here. But yeah, my favorite play would be looking for the breakdown over here to retest 24, but I would definitely take profit earlier, closer to this 25k mark, maybe a bit above, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Macro, I will definitely be looking for buys here at this retest of a key structural level. So between this 24 to 25k level, I will be loading up on longs. The risk reward is just fantastic. And finally, if we just decide to reverse back up and break out here, I'll look for longs there as well. And that's everything, guys. And that is all my analysis today, everything I wanted to share. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I might be replying to a few today.